Published in 1997, Monkey Bridge is the debut novel of Vietnamese-American writer Lan Cao. Set in 1975, the story follows Mai and her mother, Thanh, as they escape Vietnam and immigrate to the United States at the end of the Vietnam War. Once in America, they grapple with cultural conflict and struggle to understand one another. The past, however, refuses to stay buried, as long-hidden secrets emerge, reshaping the narrative of their family's history. Recognized as a significant contribution to Vietnam War literature, Monkey Bridge draws parallels to the author's own experience, as she too immigrated to the United States from Vietnam in 1975. The novel begins with 13-year-old Mai arriving in the U.S. on the very day Saigon falls. She moves in with Colonel Michael McMahon, an American soldier, and his family. Thanh, her mother, arrives several months later, but her father, Baba Quan, who was supposed to join them, never appears at their planned meeting spot. His mysterious disappearance leaves Thanh emotionally scarred, unable to fully recover from the loss. Mai and Thanh settle in a community just outside Washington, D.C., an area known as Little Saigon due to its large Vietnamese population. Mai quickly adapts to American life, learning English and familiarizing herself with American customs. However, her mother struggles to adjust, clinging to traditional Vietnamese culture. This cultural divide creates tension between them, with Mai feeling both embarrassed by her mother's inability to assimilate and torn between her heritage and the allure of American life. The generational clash between the two further strains their relationship, making it difficult for them to connect. As time passes, Mai begins to suspect that there's more to her family's past than she's been told. Than's trauma over her missing father and unresolved past becomes apparent when she suffers a stroke and is hospitalized. While unconscious, she repeatedly calls out for her father, Baba Quan, hinting at the depth of her grief. Forced to put aside her frustration over her mother's cultural resistance, Mai steps into the role of caretaker, all while trying to piece together the truth about her family's history. Thanh gradually opens up to Mai about her past, sharing a story of poverty, betrayal, and family secrets. She explains that as a poor girl, she was adopted by a wealthy landlord named Uncle Khan, and eventually married a handsome and educated man with whom she had Mai. But as Mai grows more curious about her mother's connections, particularly Than's close friend Mrs. Bay and Uncle Michael, a Vietnam War veteran who had been friends with her father and helped bring Mai to America after Saigon fell, she begins to unravel a much darker history. Mai stumbles upon hidden letters written by Thanh, which contradict the sanitized version of her mother's past. The letters reveal that Baba Quan, Than's biological father, forced his wife into prostitution to pay rent to Uncle Khan. When Uncle Khan's wife couldn't conceive, Baba Quan's wife bore a child, Thanh, fathered by Uncle Khan. As a result, Khan and his wife adopted Thanh and sent her to a Catholic boarding school. Racked with shame and fury over what had happened, Baba Quan vowed revenge against Uncle Khan. Though his attempt to kill him initially failed, he eventually joined the Viet Cong when the Vietnam War broke out. As the war intensified and his village was declared a free fire zone, Baba Quan's family relocated to a nearby settlement, but he stayed behind, committed to fighting as a rebel. In the present, Thanh recovers enough to be discharged from the hospital. Inspired by her mother's resilience, Mai and her friend Bobby hatch a plan to travel to Canada, hoping to contact Baba Quan and convince him to join them in America. However, fear of deportation back to Vietnam makes Mai reconsider, her father's words echoing in her mind. One wrong move, the entire course of a country changed. His warning, rooted in America's fateful decision to intervene in Vietnam, resonates deeply within her. The letters further reveal that when Than's family was transitioning to the new settlement, her mother died. Following Vietnamese custom, her mother's remains needed to be returned to their homeland for the funeral. But during the return, Thanh witnessed her father, Baba Quan, exacting his revenge by murdering Uncle Khan on a riverbank. Horrified and overwhelmed, Thanh fled the scene, abandoning her mother's body. This trauma, rooted in both cultural guilt and familial betrayal, continues to haunt Thanh in America, making her unable to fully embrace her new life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.